Hey up viewers and viewesses, my name is General Red Strategist and welcome back to Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. This is episode 7, so, do you remember in the last episode? Boy, it was quite a big episode that was, but basically we did our first investigation. Obviously we've had our first murder, Sayaka, back in episode 5 or whatever, and now, you know, we're having to investigate it, and now we're about to head to the class trial. So, we've accumulated a load of evidence. Lots of bits and bobs, bits of information. At present, my suspicion is on Leon, but I should stress really that at this stage it is kind of tentative. I don't think I can really say for certain that it was him. I mean, obviously there was Sayaka's dying message written on the bathroom wall behind her in my room, which Makoto seems to think says 11037. I'm pretty convinced it's supposed to say Leon, but obviously because Sayaka was sort of sat back against the wall, she was trying to write it backwards, naturally with her fingertip, which would also explain why there's only blood on her fingertip and not on her hands. So yes, obviously there's been a struggle in Makoto's room, so I'm guessing Sayaka tried to put up a fight. I'm theorising that she tried to lock herself in the bathroom, and Kyoko did say that the doorknob on my bathroom had been interfered with. Presumably because the killer thought that it was a girl's room, so it would have been locked. But having said that, it wouldn't have been locked, obviously, because it's not a girl's bathroom. It's a boy's room, it's Makoto's room, so it wouldn't be locked. Which also brings us to the nameplates on the doors, which was switched. That's something else we found out in the last episode, and I'm wondering who did that. Because I'm not sure. So like I say, some of the evidence so far tentatively points to Leon, but I don't think we have enough at present to definitively say whether it was him. Because like I say, there's a load of stuff that I'm not really sure what it adds up to. Like, for example, nameplates. I'm not sure who would have done that. Because surely, if it was Leon, he wouldn't switch the nameplate, would he? Because then, if he wanted to frame me, surely he would leave my nameplate on the door. But having said that, I don't know. I mean, surely, if the standard nameplates were on the doors, he would have come to my room, and to Sayaka's room, and tried to Sayaka's room rather, and tried to murder me. Oh man. Yeah, you see, like I say, there are things here which I think we're going to need to hammer out in this class trial. So, without further prevarication, let's just go through this door. This is the first time we're going through here. Oh, okay.
Yo!
You're late, Makoto! We've all been waiting for you! Right, I just need to get her voice again. I bet you were afraid you would be discovered as the murderer you are!
Listen to me!
Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. There we can reveal the details of Makoto's crime. Jesus, you're just assuming it's me. So they really are convinced I did it, but... I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. But then, who is the killer? That's the question. The one who murdered Sayaka. Is it really one of us? Is this Monokuma?
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Of course you will, you creepy bugger. Okay, so... is there any point talking to people? That's probably a point in actually just quickly examining some stuff, in case there's monocoins. There isn't one there. Surveillance camera, blah blah blah. Oh. Well, we can talk to people.
What?
So whoever stuck us here even took the time to set up a goddamn courtroom, huh? Yep.
Impossible.
Damn, we really got to go through with this class trial thing, huh?
You know?
If you want to confess, I guess now's the time to do it. I'm telling you, I didn't do it. Sakura?
Hey.
There's no point in standing around here. Settle your resolve and step into the future. Kyoko? ... Let's get started. I think they're all just going to say little things, aren't they?
Got it!
Relax, I haven't decided 100% that you're the culprit just yet. Well, that's kind of good to know. Maybe, but you're obviously leaning that way, yes.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, in the end I wasn't able to do any looking around or anything. Is this really how Sayaka will want us to find out who killed her? Okay. Oh, I accidentally hit the elevator. I guess I have no choice.
Well,
okay,
then.
let us begin.
Yes, indeed.
Good idea, yeah.
Hey,
Are you scared? Well, he probably is. No, scared isn't quite right.
Makoto.
I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mystery surrounding this case yourself. I feel like you're kind of on my side here, so that's good. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. I have a feeling she might have an idea who it is, but I don't know. I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. In Sayaka's honour, I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. As I raise my voice to try and give myself courage, I turn, trembling with anticipation, toward the elevator. With each step forward, I can feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator when I finally stepped on. The doors closed and the elevator started to move. Okay, so our first class trial, everybody. I'm hoping I can pick up the mechanics of this fairly quickly. I don't know how complex this is going to be. The steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds toward the school's basement. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when this time finally comes.
Oh,
Rather than that, is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment? Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. Oh god, here we are. You finally arrived! What do you think? Doesn't it feel like just... I'm going German. Why am I going German? What do you think? Doesn't it feel just like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right?
Shit.
Not even close, it's total shit.
Well now.
Okay, everyone find your assigned seats and sit down.
Yahoo!
Hurry up now, hurry up! To our seats then. We did what he said and found our seats. The seats were arranged into a giant circle. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else, which also meant it'd be easy for anyone to transfer their tension and unease onto anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. You're actually stood, not sat, but whatever. Don't question it. And so, the curtain on our first case opened. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defence, a deadly faith. Jesus, Makoto. Kyoko was right, you are cut out to be a friggin' poet. A deadly class trial. Do you want to save the data? Chapter 1 pre-trial prep. Might as well put it there, yeah, on save 3. Court preparation pre-trial prep. What's that saying at the bottom now, that ticker thing? What's this class trial that Monokuma mentioned? Can Makoto sweep away the cloud of suspicion, that probably says, yeah, surrounding him, even with a dead body laying in his bathroom. Okay, is it going to basically allow me to look over my stuff? Oh, okay, right, it does, yeah. So I can actually review my evidence beforehand. Right, so Monokuma file, victim Sayaka Mizono, time of death estimated 1:30 AM, yes. Body in my room, in the dormitory, specifically in my bathroom. Death took place in the bathroom, cause of death, stab wound to the abdomen, which is administered by the knife. Her right wrist appears to have been fractured. I'm wondering if maybe that was the replica sword that caused the fracture, because it did say there was gold coating on her wrist. Glitter, that is. Okay. Evidence of a struggle, so obviously there's been a fight in my room. So Sayaka presumably tried to put up some resistance, I'm guessing. Replica sword. Makoto took this from the gym entryway, put it in my room. Sword was found out of its sheath on the floor. Sword handle was missing some of the gold coating, as was part of the blade. So yeah, it's on Sayaka's wrist. The sheath Yeah, sheath found some distance from the sword. Shows evidence of being scratched with a sharp object. Possibly the knife? Oh, but hang on, if that... Wait a minute, though. If that's been scratched with a sharp object, if that's been scratched with the knife, then... Was Sayaka holding the knife? Huh. Hang on a minute. Just thinking. So did the murderer initially try to use this, but then found it was just a replica, so maybe found some way to get the knife off her? That makes things a bit more interesting. Switching rooms. Night of the murder, me and Sayaka traded rooms and room keys. Blah blah blah. Makoto's room key was also found in Makoto's room. Sayaka had originally asked Makoto to switch with her. When someone attempted to force their way into her room, she became frightened. Right. Toolkit. It's placed in Makoto's room. Yeah, this is mine. It's unopened. There's no evidence it was used. All the other male students claim they haven't used theirs either, but still. Yes. This is the thing. There's the doorknob. Difficult to open, yes. The only people who know the trick to opening it were Makoto and Sayaka. So the killer wouldn't have known this, presumably. So they would have tried to use their screwdriver maybe to remove the doorknob. Which leads me to think the killer was a guy. Because obviously the guys all have screwdrivers. So possibly extra evidence that narrows it down a bit. Maybe. The room's cleanliness. Not a single hair was found on the floor at the scene of the crime. Lint roller shows evidence of being used. And obviously Makoto has made it out that he's not the tidiest of guys, so that's possibly... I mean, there are two possibilities. Either Sayaka used it to try and clean up the room a bit, or maybe the killer did to try and clean up some of their evidence. Sayaka's wrist. Right wrist has been fractured. Wrist was glittery at the injury's location, so she's been hit with the replica sword. In addition, hands appear to be completely clean except for the index finger of her left hand, which has some blood on it, which I hypothesise was used to leave this dying message. Assume that Sayaka wrote these numbers while leaning up against the wall as she lay dying. Yes. Which explains why they're sort of backwards. Because obviously it's the weird angle at which she was writing them with her back to the wall. Makoto thinks they read 11037. I am convinced that that's trying to say Leon. Yeah, the bathroom thing. The door nameplates. Nameplates on the doors to Sayaka and Makoto's rooms apparently switched. Yes. Not really sure who by though. The kitchen knife set. Apparently one of them's gone missing, which I'm guessing is the one which was used to stab Sayaka. Aoi, who said the knife went missing while she was in the dining hall. Aoi swears that Makoto did not come to the dining hall at any point while she was there. Right. So, obviously the knives were there before last night, so I'm guessing the killer had to have taken them, or one of them rather, during the night. However, she was there, but aren't the doors to the dining hall always locked though, at each night, now that I just think about it? So nobody surely would be able to get in, so... Okay. So unless she was there just before it went tonight, so the killer's already went there. But she obviously didn't see anyone. Trash room. Yes. Blocked off by a sturdy gate, can only be opened with the trash room key, which Hifumi had, because he was on cleaning duty. Now he says that this wasn't switched on, this incinerator. Yeah. But when we checked it, it was on. Distance from the gate to the incinerator is roughly 30 feet. Right. The burnt shirt piece, of course. There are several people who have a white shirt. Hifumi being one, Byakuya being another. I think Leon, his jacket, I think, is white, isn't it? And has cuffs sort of like that, I think. It's obviously got blood on it as well. Okay. The shattered crystal ball that belongs to Yasuhiro. It would fit comfortably in the palm of a person's hand. Apparently he left this in the ball in the laundry room by accident. So anyone could have come along and taken it. Let's see. And that's all the evidence we picked up. Right. Okay, so we've got all that. Skills, SP. Do I have any skills? Melodious voice. Increases damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed. Effective during the bullet time battle. Costs 3 SP. Well, I don't think I have any others, so we'll equip that. Yeah. It's just looped us back. Okay. Right. Okay, well I think there's not much else we can do, so... Okay, here we go then. Trial all rise. Throw ourselves
Let's begin
in.
with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course!
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Really?
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Thank you, Mondo.
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with
Yeah,
those
those.
pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier.
Wow.
Friendship penetrates?
Oh, Jesus. Dude, get your mind out the gutter.
Okay, but what about that other empty seat?
Yeah.
There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Huh. Yeah, an empty space.
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started.
No, that 16 seats got to be significant in some way. The principle of Chekhov's gun dictates that there has to be a reason that's in there. You wouldn't just add that and then just like, oh, it's not significant at all. Of course not. No, there's got to be some reason for that.
First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
It's about to begin, the debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. Narrator, your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely, because I have no idea of the mechanics of this. I was just looking at Leon's jacket there. The cuffs... I don't see any buttons, but they do kinda look similar to the one we found in the trash room. Okay. As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What this means is that you'll have to... Jesus. 1 second, everybody. Okay. You notice there was just a little bit of a jump cut there. Good God. Poster just came through the letterbox, and at the same time my throat went a bit funny. Just have a drink of water. Okay, getting back to where we were, we'll have to expose their lies and statements, blah blah blah. What this means is that you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. I'm guessing that means the pieces of evidence, basically, that I've been accumulating. Use the mouse to aim, then fire with the left mouse button. Okay. ... Pay close attention to each character's statements and use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you'll automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the escape key during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. I've no idea what I'm doing, but whatever. I guess I'll just see if I can pick it up. Make your argument. Evidence of a struggle. Okay. Oh,
I
right.
assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono!
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
Yes, that's
In the
true.
bathroom.
Yes, she
So
died
it
there.
seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't
Oh,
even have a
no.
chance to resist.
Oh, what? No, I think I did something wrong there. Something's off about what was just said. I think... maybe... Because if Sayaka can't resist at all, there's no explanation for what happened to my room. So maybe Chihiro is the one who's got it wrong there. For this first debate, we'd like to take a quick sidebar. If you're unable to spot and refute someone's lies or contradictions, the argument will repeat. Within a group of statements, some words appear in a different colour. Yeah, I did notice that. That represents a potential hole in a person's statement, a possible weak spot. These weak spots reveal important, though not always inaccurate, sections of a person's statement. Your truth bullets are only effective against these weak spots. Okay, right, so I have to look for the green highlighted text. So when you see one come up, take aim and fire, but only if you're sure it's actually wrong. Also, you can fast forward an argument by holding down the control key. Well then, good luck and have fun.
I assert that the one who was murdered...
And the murder took place in...
In the bathroom. So it seems
Right.
most likely that
I think it's
the
this
killer
one.
must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't
There.
even have a chance to resist.
Aha!
No, that's wrong.
Got it! Aha! Take that! Okay, yeah, because there was resistance.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked.
Well, she didn't see it, but yeah. So Chihiro's saying she thinks the killer must have taken Sayaka by surprise in the bathroom, but the fact that there's signs of a struggle in my room contradict that. Okay, right, I get it.
With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
Yes.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
Yes.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
Exactly, yeah. She was caught by surprise in my room. There was a struggle, and she presumably got stabbed and maybe backed into the bathroom? Possibly?
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide.
That's just what I was
The
thinking, yeah.
killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
True, yes. He's not wrong.
Sorry.
That was fairly clear.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
It's because it is, you dumb nuts. We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. Well, it's the knife, wasn't it? Is it another argument? Yeah. Okay. Another non-stop debate. Kitchen knife set, yeah. Okay. So these are the truth bullets. It's like a revolver cylinder, okay.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him.
That...
How could anyone do something like
Damn it.
that? That son of a bitch!
Why haven't they let me fire then? It was thrust into Sayaka's stomach. It was almost certainly, yeah, knife that disappeared from a certain location.
So
I know
what was used to kill?
There was some kind of without a doubt.
So the killer used some
Yeah,
random
there we
knife
go.
they had.
No, that's wrong.
You have to click it a bit. Yeah, we know what the murder weapon was. It was the knife from the
No.
kitchen.
I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Yeah, it does look fairly identical to the ones in the kitchen, with that kind of distinctive handle.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
Okay, here we go. Here comes the suspicion on me.
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Circumstantial, Toko. It doesn't prove anything.
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Thank you, Kyoko. You are the voice of sensibility. I like you.
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
Oh god. The one thing you don't need in a trial. Somebody who's rushing it along. I still suspect you at the moment, mate.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
Kinda glad here, there's actually voice acting. Means I don't have to do my voices and end up knackering my throat in. I can take a break. She's right. There's got to be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely, yes. You can concentrate by holding down the space key. While you're concentrating, time will slow down so you can pay closer attention to what everyone's saying. On top of that, it'll steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating like this consumes the focus gauge, and if this gauge empties, you can't concentrate. But the focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest, no need to rush. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay. Oh, this music. Yeah. Owie's account, okay. So we're going to prove my innocence here. Give myself an alibi.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon.
Yes.
But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right?
Oh no, wait, no, that's not.
He did it in secret.
Ah,
Nobody
no.
was in the dining.
There we go, got it.
No, that's wrong.
That was quick. Yeah, that was a straightforward one.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Yeah, come on, swimmer girl.
Huh?
Now's not the time to be an airhead.
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Well, I went to go get some tea in the kitchen last night and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? This is the thing, this is another thing that doesn't quite add up. How did the killer get a knife? So unless you... Because obviously, if you took the knife, you'd surely just say, unless there was a reason you don't want us to know, but... yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, see, here we are, getting Makoto's alibi out there.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall, but I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay.
Then what about this?
I mean, theoretically, that doesn't put you beyond suspicion. Someone else could have taken it and then given it to you. I don't know. For whatever, I don't know.
What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other?
Of course, that's always a possibility. Obviously it's not true, but, you know, that's not been disproved.
Idiot swimmer girl! Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer.
Good question, actually. What if there are two people involved in the murder? Do they both get to graduate?
Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
Okay. So there's no real actual great motive for people to work together then.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Yeah.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rule?
It's possible.
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay?
Oh, right.
There are no accomplices in this case!
Do I trust you when you say that?
Did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall. and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Yeah. Go on, swimmer girl. Was there someone else
Hina
there?
seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said
Yeah.
she was in the dining hall.
It's true. This is why I'm just wondering about her.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
Can they? I don't know.
I can.
Oh, okay, right. She can, apparently.
That's right! Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
Wow.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
Oh, what?
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
Well, not technically. I mean, if no one else saw you together, then could just you two covering for each other, couldn't it?
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room, so I don't think that's a problem.
True.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
Dude?
But I'm a girl.
Yeah.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
Wow. Smooth, dude.
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true! One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Like I said, now's not the time to be airheaded, girl. You need to remember these things.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Oh. What? Someone who's not here? Are you talking about...
Sayaka.
Oh.
She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Wait, so Sayaka took the knife? Huh, why would she do that? Sayaka? Okay, so the person who took the knife in the kitchen was... Sayaka?
I got it!
I got it!
Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
Right.
That's the only possibility.
Okay. But how do we verify that? Did anyone else see Sayaka going to the dining hall?
And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual.
Oh?
When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
Then the person who took the knife was the victim herself!
But why would she take the knife? Okay. Sorry for the silence, I'm just thinking in my head.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
Possibly.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it?
That's one possibility, yeah.
In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
True, yes, he's right there.
What?
See? He did do it after all!
No, you're wrong!
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
Okay, obviously I'm not off the hook yet. I need to find something to disprove this line of inquiry. Damn, if I don't do something, they're going to blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's going to die. Yeah, but if they think you're guilty, they're going to vote for you.
Hold on.
Oh?
It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say?
Well, definitely. There's a lot of stuff we haven't talked about yet.
Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
I think I know what you're talking about.
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Your first Hangman's Gambit is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? As things advance further in the class trial, the Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You'll have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around and the letters already known. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Use the mouse to aim, then press the left mouse button to shoot the desired letters. If you shoot down the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage to your influence gauge. If this gauge reaches 0, if you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun. Something that should have been at the scene but wasn't. That must be the crucial point. Are you talking about my hair? You know, the whole lint roller thing? You can just figure out what that something is. Hangman's Gambit. Yeah, hair, it's gotta be. Get that one. I need an R, please. There it is. Yeah.
Now I understand.
Now I understand. His voice.
That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
Yeah, cleaning up after yourself. Try and get rid of the evidence.
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Not just her hair.
Getting too hung up on the hair.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
Lint roller.
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
So it's, yeah, about removing that they were there. Okay, right.
Then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Yeah. If I was the killer, it wouldn't matter if I left my hair there or not. It's my room.
Then Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No.
Yeah.
There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
Exactly. There's stuff we've yet to discuss here.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene?
Oh, quite a few things, yes.
Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
Yeah, clearly they did, because they had to go and get a screwdriver to try and get rid of the doorknob.
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
Yes, I do. The killer struggled getting into the bathroom, and the evidence that proves it is... the object the killer broke. Yes, the doorknob. There it is. Yep. Present key item. There we go.
Got it!
I got it!
Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Have we just brought that with us into the trial or something?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
It means someone was tampering with it.
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
Because why would I need to take off the doorknob for my own bathroom when I know how to open it?
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room?
Yeah, exactly, because I know how to open it.
But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You look like you're getting a bit stressed.
You still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Kyoko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it first, but is that the key point here? There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Yeah? From here on out, the number of weak spots will start going up. But no matter how many weak spots, there's essentially only one lie or contradiction in that debate. What I'm trying to say is not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. Okay, so there's some red herrings, false positives. Use a truth bullet on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to refute what they said, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone and your influence gauge will take damage. Now this is important because if your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail. You'll have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or contradictions. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay. So what's our truth bullet this time? Bathroom door frame. Okay. Is this about the fact it opens weirdly?
The incident took place in Makoto's room.
Yes.
Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
Yes.
She then fled into the bathroom.
Yes.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
And finally,
bollocks.
The culprit had Sayaka cornered.
And to finish the job, they stabbed her with the kitchen knife.
It was you, wasn't it, Makoto? Admit it. We already know the answer.
No, we don't. Shut up. Right, I think I know where the weak spot is. I nearly had it, but I didn't quite.
The incident took place in the
Sayaka was first, she then fled into the...
Then the killer ran after, and they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
That one. There we go.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah, because it can't be locked. God, I hope you can hear me over that. I was saying it can't be locked. It's a boy's
The reason
room.
my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with walking bathrooms, right?
Exactly.
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because obviously of the strange quirk it has.
Because it was stuck.
Yeah.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Indeed he can.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door... That's not lucky at all!
I'm not sure if now's the time for humour, Monokuma.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
So they don't know it's my room. Does that have something to do with the Switch nameplates, maybe? So if it's not the killer who switched the nameplates, then who has? It's a bit weird, that.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place?
Because of the nameplates.
Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
Because of the nameplates. They've been switched. They thought it was a girl's bathroom.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
Yeah, the nameplates. The killer was convinced the bathroom door was locked, so they didn't know that the door actually couldn't be locked. In other words, the important detail about the scene of the crime that they didn't know was that it was my room.
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
Because of the nameplates.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable!
And yet, he's absolutely right.
So you know what the deal is.
Say what?
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then...
Yeah, but this is where the nameplates come into it, because obviously that shouldn't have mattered, because obviously if the nameplates had been the right order, he would have known... Well, the killer would have known... I say he, because obviously I'm still suspecting Leon at this point, but they would have known that obviously where he was my room, but obviously the nameplates have been switched. What is that about?
Then there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through!
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Yes.
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
Oh, are you changing your tune all of a sudden? That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up! Quit without saving!
Wow.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules!
No, we're not going to do that.
Majority rules? Do you really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions?
Yes, I do.
It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you...
That expression.
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes, good question. How did they? Because Sayaka obviously had the key to my room, and presumably she had the door locked, and she'd been instructed not to open it, so... Huh.
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Oh god. There is a possibility that's just occurred to me here. If Sayaka... What if she invited the killer in? Oh, hell. Oh, this raises an altogether more interesting possibility. Okay, I'll tell you what's going through my head here. This has just occurred to me right now. Sayaka's the one who took the knife from the kitchen. What if she was actually planning to kill someone with it, and that she invited the person who would actually kill her to my room? I don't know. I'm just speculating at this point. It's a possibility, I guess. I don't know.
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
No, I don't think it is.
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then, maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way.
By being invited, maybe?
They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
But Makoto told her not to open the door for anyone. So I don't think it's that simple.
No.
Yeah.
That can't be it either.
Exactly.
Oh! Trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place. Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
Because she asked me to do something particular because of how frightened she was. She wanted me to trade rooms, and I told her not to open the door for anyone. That's the answer right there. There's no way Sayaka would let someone in, because... switching rooms? Everything was discovered... Yeah. Someone attempted to force their way into a room she became frightened. This one.
I got it!
Yeah, there we are.
Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
So there's two possibilities with Sayaka with this knife here. There's the self-defense possibility that she just took it for that reason because... But no, because she said that someone had tried to force their way into room just before we traded. So by that point, she already had the knife. Again, this is giving rise to that possibility that maybe she took the knife because she was planning to do something with it. Same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Oh.
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
Wait, am I right? Was Sayaka planning something?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
Well, I know, you can't. Maybe I am right. Oh shit! What's this? There's something I want to talk to you about, just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay? This is some new piece of evidence.
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
So she invited someone. Was she trying to lure someone in?
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Okay, Sayaka.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't. But...
Of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
How do you know it's not a forgery? Then that note, Sayaka wrote it.
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone.
Somebody she was planning to lure in, maybe?
She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
Jesus.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note?
Good question.
And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Why not?
Huh? What makes you say that? Would you like to hear what I have to say?
Yes.
Very well then. Pay attention.
Got another debate. Looks like it. Oh yeah, the nameplates. Where are all the people?
Sayaka and Makoto
there.
switched rooms, correct?
Yes, we did.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it
Was Sayaka's
specifically
room.
says, my room.
But the nameplate's been switched. Yeah.
So if someone read that note,
So
then they
Sayaka
would have
must
gone
have...
to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in. So in other words, even if someone did read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
It certainly would seem that way.
Well, no. Killer went to my room instead of Sayaka's, and the reason for that is because of the nameplates. Yeah.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Yes, we did.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to,
Sayaka's
it
room.
specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
No.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
There.
No, that's wrong.
Yes. Break. There we are.
The nameplates on my and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
Yes.
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves.
Jesus. Don't any of you guys have memory? Do you not memorize the order of the rooms?
As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Yes.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right?
Okay, then who did it?
I'm really starting to think here that I'm right. That Sayaka was up to something. There's only one person who could have switched the nameplates. The only other person... Well, obviously not me. But, Sayaka?
got it!
Yeah.
Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms.
Yeah, so it's her. Yeah, I'm really starting to think she was luring someone in. Oh god. Waifu 1 was up to something.
So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
Yeah, it said something, checking the doors. Yeah. Check the nameplates, yeah. Because obviously, if she hadn't checked the nameplates, the killer would have, he, assuming it's Leon, would have gone to her actual room and met me. I'm still thinking it's Leon at this point. I've not seen any evidence to the contrary.
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
Because she was possibly trying to lure someone in?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room.
She tried to kill them with the knife, didn't she? But it didn't succeed. Just thinking again. Is it possible that the replica sword was used... was a defensive thing? That maybe the killer grabbed it to try and defend themselves, explaining why she has a wrist fracture, but then they managed to get the knife off her, maybe?
That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably...
a struggle.
Whoever she invited over came in and attacked her!
Possibly, but then again, there's the possibility that Sayaka attacked first. I haven't seen anything to refute that, now that thought's occurred to me.
We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
Yeah, I have a possibility.
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
Okay, yeah, because of the gold on her wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
I still suspect you. The reason I know Sayaka's wrist was broken with the fake sword is because when you look at her wrist, there's no doubt. Yeah, the glitter. There.
I got it!
I'm just showing them her wrist.
All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Yeah.
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
That's where she was hit.
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword! Right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
Alright, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
What happened in my room, and what led to Sayaka's death, that's what we need to make clear. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely, yes. Are you getting used to these non-stop debates? Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. But just like with the weak spots, only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots to refute each statement. If you come up with the wrong combination, you'll take damage to your influence gauge. You can press the Q key to rotate the cylinder and choose which button to fire. Okay, press and release the Q key to cycle through each bullet. Or you can use the mouse wheel. Good. By the way, if the logic difficulty is set to kind, fewer bullets will be loaded into the cylinder. For our purposes this time, the logic difficulty will be set to mean. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay, so there's multiple possibilities here. Now, what bullets have we got? Replica sword sheath, kitchen knife set, replica sword. Okay.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack!
And that's what broke Miss Maizono's wrist!
Yes.
So, she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
I have to think carefully about this. If the person with the sword really did attack first, there's no explanation for... Ah, yes, the sheath. It's covered in scratches, isn't it? Right, so the sheath is the bullet I need. Hang on, where is it?
The culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt.
No.
A sword-based sneak attack!
No, that's wrong!
Yes. It's not a sneak attack. Whoever had the sword didn't strike first.
I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Scratch marks, yeah. Holy shit, this is looking increasingly like Sayaka is the one who actually attacked first here.
Why not?
Because the sword sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something like a kitchen knife, maybe.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead! Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
True, yes. So maybe the killer grabbed it just instantly when Sayaka attacked. Possibly. Just flung it up to try and block an attack.
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse.
Yeah.
In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
Because the attack's coming in at you, you don't have time to do that.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
Sayaka.
I think I get it! So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening.
No, I don't think that is what's happened here. You got it all wrong. The culprit didn't find the knife. Sayaka had the knife and attacked the culprit. The culprit used the sword to defend themselves, and from there on, presumably, broke her wrist. She dropped the knife, and then the culprit picked it up and stabbed her.
So she grabbed the sword to defend herself, but then the culprit took that from her too.
No.
Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
Yeah, because otherwise the gold coating surely would be on her palms as well as her wrist.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
I still suspect you, buddy.
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a
Yeah.
certain part of her body that makes this
Yeah,
clear.
her hands. It's just blood. There's no gold stuff. Part of her body that shows she never used the sword. If you want to use a sword, which part of your body? The hands. Her palms, yeah.
I got it! You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean. So I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Completely clean.
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle.
Yeah, someone's held it.
It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
No, I don't think so.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
Wow. Becomes a personal attack on you, does it?
No, that's not it at all.
There's no way Sayaka washed the gold coating off her hands because there's a certain regulation. Yeah, because the water is off at night.
I got it!
There's no way she could have washed herself.
According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
Jeez.
Oh my.
Oh god. Stay silent, mate.
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
Jesus.
An insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means
She attacked with a knife. The killer grabbed the sword.
the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
Sayaka. The one who damaged the sheath? Yeah, Sayaka. Will have to have been the one without the sword.
I got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka.
Sayaka?
Yeah. She was fucking plotting to kill someone.
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
Yeah. Jesus. Why do I get this horrible feeling that my waifu was plotting to frame me?
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
What?
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct?
Yeah. I'm starting to think the thing she said about someone trying to force entry into her room was a lie. And that the whole idea was to do the murder in my room so that Makoto would get framed for it. Oh god. I thought this was just a tentative possibility. It's looking like this might actually be... Well, it is looking like this is what's actually happened.
Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Yep, it is.
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates.
Yep.
She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto.
So presumably after she did the murder, she would then switch the nameplates back round. I see.
But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
He's basically saying she chose me because I'm a complete pussy. ...
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Yeah, it's looking increasingly like she was trying to set me up.
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Well, if the video is anything to go by, she certainly has a motivation.
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true! Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it.
He just wants to see the vote.
Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Wait, is there a timer?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
But we still need to talk about this whole incinerator thing. All that, you know.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Is it really all over? Obviously I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing. No, there is something left, you idiot. There's the whole stuff with the trash room. All of that. There's loads of stuff we found in there. And there's the dying message as well, come on. Alright, what do we got? Dying message, yes. Come on, let's do this.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Is that the one I'm supposed to
Very
target?
well. Then let's review all the clues we've found up to this point one more time.
Do we really have time for all that?
Die!
Wow.
If we don't do something, we're all gonna die!
Okay, right. I think it's fairly early on, the one I've got to target. Still one clue left. No, there's multiple clues left, technically. I suppose in the context of this debate. Sayaka left it on the wall, yeah, we know.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Have
No,
it.
that's wrong!
You bugger. That was an easy
There
one.
still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
Dining? Really?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember?
Yeah. She was partially covering it.
11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Leon! It says Leon! Does no one else see this?
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
Yes. Blood on the fingertip. There's no question that Sayaka wrote the message, yes, because left index finger.
I got it!
There we are.
Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight.
Yeah.
So she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
It's because they're not numbers. They're letters, she's had to sort of hurriedly write it backwards.
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
It's because they're not numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Okay, you knew all along, right?
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers.
Just say what it is that's on your mind, mate.
Don't these first two, 11, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Yeah, because you can see there's a sort of line between them that's a bit faint.
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
I can't be the only one. Surely one of these characters must have realised that.
But even if that really is an N, N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
It's because the rest of them aren't numbers, rather. Damn it, it's no use. I just don't know. Oh, come on, dude.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Huh? Rotate it? Yes. I think maybe I see something.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Oh, good. I wrote down the killer's name. See? There it is.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it.
Yes.
So, whose name did she write?
Oh, God. Sayaka's dying message reveals the real killer's name. Well, I guess it's Anamu. You know, they have to go through it all in minute detail. If you turn the message 180 degrees, it should become crystal clear. It's Leon. Where are you, Leon? There you are.
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
Yep, you've been had now, buddy.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence.
No, I think it's more than that. God, did my voice just go a bit high then?
It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
Oh, damn, you look pissed.
No, it's not random at all.
Yeah, because why would she write that randomly? Yeah, see, she's like writing them backwards.
She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
No, we have further evidence, potentially, with the whole trash room. Because you're the baseball pro, and I have a feeling you've used a crystal ball to activate the incinerator.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Plus, there's also that shirt cuff with the blood on it.
Huh?
Which I'm thinking possibly came from one of your shirts or jackets or whatever.
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
Yep, I do. The evidence that Leon tried to get rid of. God, look at friggin' Hifumi next to me. Found it on the ground in front of the incinerator. That would be the shirt cuff. This.
I got it!
I got it!
You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
You know, there is a quick way also we could get Leon to expose himself here. Ask for his friggin' toolkit. And see if he's used his screwdriver to actually, you know, well, get all the guys to show their toolkits.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
Yeah.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked.
True, because they have no way of getting to it.
Isn't that right, Leon?
Wow.
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Technically no, but it doesn't matter because we've got more evidence.
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
True.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
Burnt remains of the button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something about it we need to pay attention to in order to figure out who's responsible. How it was disposed of?
I got it!
Yeah, how?
If we look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right?
Technically correct, but there's a possible way you could have done it.
And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either.
But we have a possible way that you could have done it, mate.
You need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Nope, there's evidence that it's you.
Interesting.
No, that's wrong. There was another way to use the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty, yes. That's exactly what proves that Leon is the real killer. The crystal ball. Yeah, exactly. It's a fairly straightforward case, this one. I guess it makes sense, because it is the first.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
Yes.
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
Nope.
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator
in order to destroy the...
No, you don't.
No, that's wrong.
Smash you.
Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
You don't need to. Use the crystal ball.
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
By throwing it. The killer had to use, in a certain way, which was throw it.
I got it!
Divine with it.
The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw a gap in the gate?
But then again, how did they get the shirt in there? Just realised.
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Huh? Someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of... I can't do the lisp anymore for some reason.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they'd gotten the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Okay, well maybe they did just throw it then.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
I guess you'd be the only person with the skill to throw something over 30 feet or whatever.
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right?
Yes.
The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small.
Well, he's the ultimate baseball pro.
Could someone really do that?
Yeah.
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
It wouldn't have been much of a challenge at all for the killer because they're the ultimate baseball star.
I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Whoa, Jesus, Makoto.
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You're getting stressed, bud.
You still won't admit it? Okay then.
Well, having said that, stress level doesn't really indicate anything. I'm sure if you were being falsely accused and everyone was jumping on you, you'd get a bit stressed, but...
Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear.
Okay. Okay, right. Probably just noticed there's another jump cut there. Gosh, this trial's gone for a while. I've literally just had my lunch now. It's getting to about 1:30. I was getting hungry. In the afternoon, that is, obviously. Okay, right. Review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear.
And with that, we can end this.
Jesus. Like I said, this trial's been going on for a while. If this is the first one, how long are the next ones going to be?
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
We're going to go through the whole case. The closing argument is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Definitely. Every case has one last element to bring the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you'll give a complete summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the flow of events for the case in the form of a comic book. Ah, okay. However, you'll notice that in the comic there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. If you take aim at a missing section and press the left mouse button, you'll get a hint that might lead to a breakthrough. Oh god. Jeez, getting gas from my tea. Well then, good luck and have fun. Oh, hello. Right. Okay, so we got truth panels down here. It's not that one, it's not that one. Is it this one first? Yeah, because she's waiting there. And she attacks him. He backs away to get that. She's sort of coming in to get to there, so she drops the... Hang on. Oh, there's more panels, okay. Okay. So maybe... She strikes like that, but then he hits her, so she ends up dropping the knife. Okay, so then... Right, yeah, this is with the locked door. Let me think this through carefully, because there's multiple panels here. That one? I think. So she's now shut herself in the bathroom. She does that. That. Oh, it's, No, that's the throw. I've forgotten something somewhere. Lint roller. No, wait, that's not that. So that must be that one. There. Oh no, by that point she's already written the thing, so... Hang on, that must not be right either. Hang on. Just gotta get this right. So she put that there. That must be wrong. So then, that goes there. Let me see now. The glass ball. Gotta think this through carefully. So he's done that. Oh, careful. That goes there. Oh, and that's there. Reenact.
Here's exactly what happened.
Have I got it right?
I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning.
I've got to remember. I click it. Okay.
Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier.
Wow.
But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
Oh. I haven't laid that out correctly. Oh, do I have to do that again there? So that's not right. Let's put this one there, apparently.
The killer is you! During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
Okay, that's the correct one. Okay.
And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing.
Sounds correct.
So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka.
Jesus, that creepy face down the bottom right.
But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her.
It's like a proper manga.
And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt.
This is where they use the crystal ball.
They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw, but the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life.
Face.
Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed.
Yeah. Piece of the shirt.
Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence.
Wow.
Isn't that right, Leon? It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room.
Okay. My closing argument was simple. I only got one wrong there. Just getting the hang of it.
You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories. You need evidence. Where's the evidence?
We've kind of shown it to you, bud.
Without evidence, it's all bullshit. It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it.
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
I have the evidence. First bullet time battle is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Okay. What's this all about? I thought it was going to be over, but no. Sometimes during a class trial, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you'll engage them in a head-to-head battle. We like to refer to this as the bullet time battle. During the battle, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. Okay. Match your button presses with each tempo marker as they move across the screen and reach the centre. ... Press the right mouse button to lock onto an opponent's statement. Destroy the statement you've locked onto with the left mouse button as the tempo marker reaches the centre. Use this method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain. Do this consecutively and you'll start a combo. Keep this going and you'll initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get into a tempo down situation. When the tempo changes, so does the timing for hitting each button. So watch out for that. Deal enough damage to your opponent, and their weak spot statement will appear. At that point, you can press the left mouse button to shoot it down with a truth bullet like any other statement. Okay. Refute their statement fast enough and you'll come out victorious. Just like before, if your influence gauge reaches 0, you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay, I hope I've understood this correctly.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it.
Yeah.
Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
Like a screwdriver. They used something of their own to remove the screws. Could it have been...
I refuse to acknowledge you! You're stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid! Stupid, 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 stupid!
Calm down, bud. I have to show indisputable evidence that Leon is the killer. I need to figure it out. Get him to show his screwdriver. Okay, here we go. The moment of truth. Okay, I'm hoping I've got this right.
Where's your proof?
Shit.
You kidding me?
Shit.
Not a chance!
Shit.
It wasn't me! Stupid!
Shit.
You lie! Stop talking!
This is a bit... Oh god,
Shut
missed.
up!
It's all about the rhythm.
You kidding me? Not a chance! Stupid!
Shit.
You lie! Shut up!
Ah,
Here's
shit.
your proof.
It's getting faster.
You kidding me? Not a chance!
Ah.
It wasn't me! Stupid! You lie! Stop talking!
Oh, final strike. I got it.
Where's your proof?
This should prove it.
Okay. Is that all there was to it? Okay.
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Exactly.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Their own.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
He still won't have any of it.
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
That's all he can say now.
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh?
Oh, you've been had.
And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid!
Oh.
Stupid!
Oh god. He's freaking out. Ugh.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Oh god. Is he going to snap and go crazy? Oh. I got A grade. Chapter 1. Court result. Rank A. Nice. Don't know what all the points are about, but okay. Oh, whoa, shit. I got 76 mono coins? Whoa, I can buy all the gifts now. I mean, not as important. We've just friggin' we're about to see Leon probably get executed here.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes?
Achievement unlocked as well, by the way, in the top left there.
You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right?
So do I get to vote for Leon? ...
Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
He's getting very excited. Oh, right. Or is it just going to go to a screen like... Oh, okay, right. We don't actually vote, it just does it for you. Leon! Guilty! Oh, God. Wondering what's going to happen to him. Uh-oh! Looks like you got it right on the money! The Blackened, in this case, the one that killed Sayaka. Oh, great, I have to do the voices again now. Ugh. You know, I'd had such a reprieve throughout that whole trial there. It was none other than Leon Kuata. ... Oh, God.
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka?
But...
I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch!
Son of a bitch! What the hell's wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed. Was it, though? I mean, according to that friggin' manga strip at the very end there, I mean, she shut herself in the bathroom after you broke her wrist. At that point, you could have easily turned away.
So, that's why...
I killed her first. Yeah, but you could have easily gone away and alerted everyone then. But you chose to come back and finish the job.
None of you are any different!
One right step and you'd be the one standing here. No, you purposefully set out to kill her, didn't you? It was a complete chance I wound up like this.
I was just... unlucky. That's all. Hey! Come on!
You expect me to just accept my death? ... Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd been wrong. Because if what we came up with really is the truth, then that truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind, it's all because of that video. Yep. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Now we're trapped here with no way out. They're probably waiting for me.
Why? Why?
Can't afford to be stuck in here. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. To have to see something like that happen to them, and Sayaka. I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it. Even some things that weren't so pleasant. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said...
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
Yeah, she was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Damn it, waifu one! Well, it don't matter. We got backup waifus. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know, because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that. Boy, howdy! The entertainment industry must sure be terrifying her. I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside she descended into pure madness. What did you say?
Phew!
I understand, really, I do. Yup. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing around with us. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that. All of it, everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly, in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma, but...
That's enough.
As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it!
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Ah, that was a close one. I thought for sure you were going to give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Kuwata will receive his punishment.
Punishment? You mean execution? Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense. Again, it was it, though.
Is that okay?
How exactly was it self-defense? Then you forced your way into the bathroom. Did you not use your very own toolkit? After she'd shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder? See, Celeste knows what's going on.
So, that's why...
No, that's not... Stop it. I've had enough of this.
Oh.
Oh, are you sure? You're over closer to her than anyone, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka, do you understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either. Because the one to blame is him!
Huh?
Swar! If it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation, the mastermind.
Unbelievable.
Uh-oh, did you awaken to your sense of justice?
Hey,
Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. God, I'm spitting all over my computer screen. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality who perpetuate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Just shut up. Okay, well, anyway, more importantly...
Thrills, chills, kills!
Let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for, the punishment!
I'm begging you! Please, don't do this!
Hey, come on now!
No more begging, no more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop! Please!
Oh, God.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment!
For Leon Kuwata, the ultimate baseball star.
No!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Oh, God, what's it going to be?
No!
Huh? Oh? Game over. Leon has been found guilty. Jesus, she's like dragging him out like that. Time for the punishment. Uh-oh. Jesus! Just drag him along the floor, why don't you? Oh, God. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, it's a base... Oh, God. The 1,000 blows. Oh. Oh, so he's like being stoned to death, except it's a baseball firing machine. Jesus. Yeah, not a nice way to go, mate. Jeez. Wow. Talk about intense right there. Jesus Christ. Wow. Okay. That was quite something. But this episode has been going on for a while. So, you know what? We're going to save right there. We're going to wrap this episode up. Boy, I've lost complete track of how long this episode must be. It's got to be way over an hour and a half at least. I don't know. Is it probably going to be somewhere just under 2 hours maybe? Bloody hell. But yeah, wow. Like I said before, earlier, if that's how long the first trial is, how long are the ones going to be after this when more people get murdered? That's what I want to know. Oh man. So there you have it, everyone. Our first class trial. Leon Kuata executed. We got it right. Whew. So I can imagine in episode 8, I think it is next, isn't it? Yeah, we're on episode 7, I believe. We'll be going back to our daily school life. Jeez. Wow. If you're not doing so already, you can follow me on my Facebook and Twitter pages. Links in the video description. Go and sign up to those pages. You can stay up to date with all my uploads as of when I upload them and publish them. Also share my videos with all your friends on those sites. Let's try and get my content exposed to a nice big audience. Oh man, my throat is really going now. Wow, I need to go and get a glass of water. Whilst I do that, I will leave you with a humorous little historical anecdote taken from the 19th century, and it concerns one Arthur Wellesley, the first Duke of Wellington, the renowned British military commander. It's said that at a reception in Vienna, the hostess apologised to the Duke for the apparent rudeness of several French officers who turned their backs upon him. And once the hostess had apologised to the Duke, it is said that the Duke turned around and replied, "I have seen their backs before, madam." And on that note, this is General Red signing off. Goodbye. Oh, got him. Shit. Shit. Get off the edge. Oh, no, go. Get out of here, get out. No, get a time. How's that monstrosity finished off? Get over there. See ya. Oh, shit, no. Oh, fuck. I did not mean to do that. Oh, please don't tell me I have to kill it again now. Shit! Got to stop it. Yeah. Oh lord, no. Holy crap, this area's horrible. Oh my god, I'm being shot to fucking pieces. Ah! Oh my, what the fuck? Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. Whoa, Jesus Christ. Holy shit. Fucking hell. Bloody hell, that did like 1 million damage. This better not be a... Whoa! Shit! No! Oh my fucking god! How many... What?